Hey Aquarius, what's going on? We're here with the timeless reading. Welcome. First card out is Page of Cups. Hand of the Tower and Nine of Swords. Page of Cups is like this more gentle, like feminine energy that we connect with, where it can be like a feeling that you get, a message that you get. It can also be you sort of being in the beginning stages, or like becoming more familiar with yourself and how your emotions and intuition communicates with you. So it's kind of like swimming within all of that and sort of taking all of it in. Then I'm seeing a tower that happens. So it feels like there's a message that you receive, or a feeling that you get, or something that you pick up on, and the tower feels like an eruption that happens from that point. Page of Cups I see as being like gentle in comparison to the tower, because it even feels like something is more like serene, and there's some type of communication or feeling that you get, and like trying to understand something. Like I'm in a space where I'm receptive right now, and then Mars can be doing something very quickly then, because it feels like I'm not seeing so much of a build. I'm seeing something that could have like triggered something else to happen. An eruption of some sort. Mars can be taking action very quickly too. Like, I'm just going to react to this. So there can be something that you receive. There can be then a reaction to it. Nine of Swords feels like some type of anxiety that one is feeling. Okay. So there can be something that has been on your mind. I get the feeling that this can feel like not necessarily like it was planned for things to unfold in this way. Nine of Swords and Knight of Swords. I'm seeing Knight of Swords go in the direction of Nine of Swords. I'm seeing you be Nine of Swords here. So there's something that I'm seeing, like a worried vibe or a stressed vibe, or like I kind of am feeling pressed down right now by my thoughts. Knight of Swords is going to be something where it can be like a conversation that you end up having, or it can be useful information that you receive. But I feel even like you could be worried about this coming towards you. Like, I'm seeing you look at this Knight of Swords almost like not sure what it's going to bring to you, or not sure what this energy is going to be saying to you. So something may have happened, right? And you're like waiting to receive a message or waiting to get word about something. And I'm seeing you look a little bit like, it feels more so worried, like, is this going to be a good message or a bad message? Like, what am I going to be receiving? Knight of Swords shows that something is definitely coming towards you. But you could feel, I don't know, I'm getting like a little, like maybe a bit of a pessimistic vibe from this. Like, oh no, what's going to be coming? But I'm also seeing 2, 3 of Pentacles. So it feels like whatever this is going to allow you to work with it. Like, this energy isn't just going to come in and be like spitting things at you. It's going to like give you information, or tell you things, or inform you of something, and then you can work with that. So it's not just going to be like, this is how it is. It's something where it's like, okay, this is the information that I'm bringing to you. And then 3 of Pentacles is like, now what do you want to do about it? So I'm seeing you also be like in on this. It's not somebody coming through and like bossing you around in that way. I'm seeing it more so be like, okay, like we need you to be involved in this conversation, or involved in figuring this out or working this out, like that type of thing. But I wonder if something happened, like the Tower can be your own Mars, where like maybe you blew up about something, or maybe you did something like really quickly, or like took matters into your own hands, and then you were like, what's gonna happen now? Or this can be something that occurred outside of yourself, where you're dealing with that too, where you could have felt like things were happening in a way that was unstable, and so you could have felt on guard because of that. Let's see, what is this Tower? Can we clarify? The word provincial is coming through. Knight of Pentacles and Page of Cups. Yeah, this can just be like something that sort of presented itself to you. Something that presented itself, or someone presented something to you. And it could have just been not how you, it could have been like disruptive, or not how you thought things were going to be going, or just unexpected, or it could have like flipped things around for you. It's something that may have made things like a bit bumpier. I wonder too if you just like got a message about something and then started worrying, and now you're almost like wanting to shut down and not hear what more is going to come towards you, but it's meant to be worked with. Like, let's say that you get a neutral message about something, and it like triggers your Mars energy, so you're like, do I need to be worried about this? This really just freaked me out for some reason, or now I'm worrying, and like, what's gonna happen? It feels like spiraling, kind of. But I get even being in a neutral space to receive a message, and then the Tower feels like something sort of chaotic bubbles up because of this, which is going to be a reflection of something internally for you. And then Nine of Swords is feeling like something's going to be coming through, but now I'm worried. But like this sort of set me on some type of spiral, but I feel like it's more so like internally what you're feeling. I don't know if this is something that externally took place. This can be more so like something really chaotic is going on within me right now, and now I'm looking at things through that lens of like, is this going to be some type of threat that's coming in? Like, what is this that's coming towards me? But I'm seeing again with Three of Pentacles, like whatever it is that's coming towards you, it's meant to be helpful, like it's meant to be worked with and worked through, where there's like learning and advancement that would be being made. And I'm also seeing the Empress here too. How about that? Venus and Mars connecting with one another. Can be a transit that you're going through. The thing is, with Empress and the Tower, I'm seeing you really well suited to work with something. So even though there's a really intense energy that pops up, I'm seeing you be capable of working with this, even though it can be something that's very intense to be working with. Like troubleshooting needs to be happening here, because Empress shows like there's nothing that's going to present itself to you that you can't take on and figure out. This impacts you in your personal life, somewhere in your personal life, or even your person. I feel like you can look at the Tower and be like, oh no, something presenting itself to me, or you can be like, oh, something presenting itself to me, and you just sort of have to deal with it, whatever this is. Because you don't get to, I feel like you may not be able to necessarily choose that the tower is happening and that this is coming up, like whatever this energy is presenting to you. But again, with the Empress here, I'm not seeing anything that you're not seasoned enough to be dealing with. I'm seeing you be a very seasoned energy here, so I'm not seeing you be like not able, not capable, like this isn't beyond your capacity to be dealing with. But what I am seeing is that the Empress looks like they're looking in a different direction than the Tower. So something about that, like something may have been happening or something may have been coming about, and you may not have been looking in that direction. Knight of Swords is going to be something that carries more information your way. I'm seeing temperance. So it's saying that this is going to come through. But this isn't going to be like, okay, now that's here and that's that. This is, whatever this is, the information is going to come through to you and then you get to work with it. So it's going to be a process after that point. It's like somebody delivers you like the raw materials of something and like you have to do something with it. A message about something coming to an end. Starting with Page of Cups and ending with death. So maybe you got a message that something was going to be coming to an end or that a cycle was over. But death at the same time is also going to bring with it an energy of life as well. Of like something new being born too. Because death is Scorpio. It can be like a rejuvenation that happens. Whatever it is that is decaying or falling apart or dying, it's going to be birthed into a new energy that's just part of the cycle. So you may have received a message about an ending of sorts, is what this is looking like. And it feels like bringing your best to the table here to work out what this is and to figure this out. It's like, well, if this is going to be happening, like, how do we work with this then? Because I feel almost like you're being given the parameters of something and you need to put your best foot forward participating in this like project, in this situation, in this cycle that's unfolding. All of the information you need is going to come when you need it, but it's not going to all come at one time. If it's not the time for something to be happening or you to be receiving something, you're not going to be receiving it. Having temperance and death does feel like something very big is changing, like there's a very big transition. But it's not something that's going to be like night and day. It's going to be a gradual transition that's happening. You could be worried about stuff within your personal life. This can be like worried about my wellness. I can be worried about stuff at home, worried about finances, worried about my job, worried about my relationships, worried about whatever it is, stuff that has to do with your personal life, private life, that type of thing, your well-being. Take your time. You're in the midst of a transition right now, or you're about to be coming up on a transition. You can feel like distant from another part of yourself right now, or somebody that you're like close with. Maybe there's some type of problem. But you can feel like like you're dealing with some type of conflict, whether this be something that you're recognizing as like, I'm dealing with this within me, or I'm dealing with this up here, or I'm dealing with this with that person. There can be some type of conflict, making it hard for something to sort of like work together or function together the way that it normally does. More than anything, I'm seeing the advice be that like something is being worked out, something is being figured out. This is a great opportunity to be invested and to be engaged, and to also to like bring your best energy to this. It's like you're going somewhere and doing something, or like you have to be on stage with other people and like you're working with them, and you want to be carrying the best energy into that, because it seems like an interaction of some sort where something is being figured out. And with the Empress, like I'm seeing this be your energy, so it shows you being capable, it shows you having what you need to deal with this, it shows like a wisdom that you bring, also a grace that you bring with you, like really anything that would be needed for this situation. I'm seeing you have that already, so you don't have to be going and looking for something, or like, oh, I don't have that skill set. I'm seeing anything that you would need for this situation, you have it already. Like a seasoned energy, again, I'm getting for you. So even though something you may be getting like an unexpected message or unexpected news, you don't need to be worried about it. I get like you could be worried like this is going to be some type of threat to your personal life. You also don't want to jump to conclusions, because you may have gotten part of a message and you didn't get the whole thing yet. Working through a time of change, a time of transition, you're going to be closing out a major cycle. I'm seeing major cycle is going to be closing out. I'm seeing Venus, I'm seeing Mars, I'm seeing Sagittarius, and I'm seeing Scorpio. Things are going to work out. If you're worried, having Temperance and having Three of Pentacles is like you're in the midst of a situation, and you need to be patient to allow the situation to unfold, and don't be going and putting labels on it or being like it's this or it's that or whatever. Like allow it to unfold in the way that it's supposed to. Like don't be assuming anything about it. Let it show you what it is. Because I'm not getting anything that you need to worry about. However, I am seeing you looking concerned here. All right, the card that's coming out is the Ten of Swords. I'm seeing Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This can be a relationship that's going through a major change, which will mean that it's going to be looking very different when it comes out on the other side of this. This can also be the root of the relationship between you and yourself. This Ten of Cards here, Ten of Swords here that I pulled, if you look at it, I see this as being like the beginning where there's an awareness of what's going on with the eye. So it's like your third eye, which is going to allow you to see the inner workings of something and be recognizing the patterns and seeing what's happening and seeing that this is just like another life cycle that's happening here. When you get to the bottom of it, having the Scorpion on the bottom, it's a symbol of transformation. Scorpio, just like here, Death card, Scorpio. So having this at the bottom is like there's going to be a shift, there's going to be a transformation, there's going to be a major change that's happening. Something needs to come to an end in order for you to shift into the next form and shift into the next cycle. Don't need to worry about it. Also too, like you can get the message about what's going to be happening and be like, now what am I going to do? And just again, like jumping to conclusions and worrying about stuff you don't need to be worried about. Things are going to be happening gradually. It's not going to happen suddenly. And also too, any and all information you need is going to be given to you, but you're not going to get everything at once, because then it's not going to be helpful to you. If you don't need certain information, your guides are not going to give it to you until the point when you need that information. So just know that, okay? This is something that's going to be working out. When you come out on the other side of this, you're going to be like the butterfly, okay? All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.